No, I pulled over. I just didn't feel safe to get out of my vehicle.
Well, no,
Today
that's
we're
not
in
what the
Judge
police
Boyd's
report said.
courtroom, and things get wild fast when a not-so-smart woman refuses to talk to police because she claims she didn't feel safe and somehow decides the best move is to hit the gas and take off. I don't know what world she's living in, but that's not self-protection, that's self-destruction, and any sympathy she might have had disappeared the moment police had to break her window. I get being nervous during a traffic stop, but this wasn't fear, this was pure ego, and Judge Boyd does not play around here. Honestly, some people just have to learn lessons the hard way, so let me know what you think. Was she panicking, or was this just straight up reckless? Let's dive in and watch.
Here on Mia Ray Hermio Herrera.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning. Good morning. All right. All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 003690 State versus Mia Ray Hermio Herrera. Could I have parties announced?
Duffy Pitlar for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
John Sanheinis for Miss Herrera.
All right, and probation, this is an application. Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Herrera, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do so waive it.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Herrera, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with evading arrest, detention with a vehicle? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you are giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Ms. Herrera, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state recommends deferred adjudication. There's to be a TAP evaluation, follow whatever recommendations, MRT and defensive driving. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense is at the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State is at the plea?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
There has not, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community service be for your community supervision be for a term of 2 years, and there be 100 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
State offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments at this time, Your Honor.
No objections, Judge.
All right, state, you may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations, Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same.
Yes.
She's charged with evading arrest with a vehicle, and I'll be honest, that's not one of those charges you can just talk your way out of. It carries anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison, and Judge Boyd clearly isn't buying any of her excuses. The second you hit the gas instead of pulling over, you're not scared anymore, you're gambling with your freedom, and I've seen this play out way too many times for it to ever end well. What really gets me is how calm she looks sitting there now, like she didn't just turn a routine traffic stop into a full-blown highway circus. Panic doesn't make you drive 80 miles an hour through red lights. That's not instinct, that's ego behind a steering wheel, and Judge Boyd's expression says it all. She's seen this movie before and she's not impressed with the sequel, and honestly, she's lucky she's even sitting in court instead of a hospital bed. Moments like this really make me wonder how many people destroy their own lives just because they can't handle 5 minutes of accountability.
Reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
At this time, no, Your Honor.
All right, so why didn't you pull over?
I did pull over.
No, evading arrest detention in the vehicle is when officers, ask you to pull over, and they signify this by putting on lights behind your vehicle and asking you to pull over. So the officer in the police report said that he asked you to step out of the vehicle and you took off. And then finally, they end up having to break your window once you pulled over again. So do you not remember this night?
No, I pulled over. I just didn't feel safe to get out of my vehicle.
Well, no, that's not what the police report says. Have you read the police report?
Yes.
What it says is, they do the normal, he's driving, he approached your vehicle and gave you the reason for why he was stopping you, asked for your information. You gave him your phone and I copied down our information. I then asked her for insurance. While your window was rolled down, he says there was a very strong odor of marijuana. I told AP I had to return to my vehicle and that I would be back. He contacted his supervisor. And then he gave you more instructions. You refused to follow his instructions. You rolled up your window. He said, hey, I'm going to add more charges. You need to exit the vehicle. You refused and you drove away. I immediately contacted dispatch and informed them of the situation. I returned to my vehicle and started following AP with my emergency red and blue overhead lights and siren on. You continue to travel, and he actually puts in here every street that you pass. And then you finally pull over, and he asks you to step out. You didn't. And then he had to draw his weapon. You still wouldn't step out of the vehicle. And he told you, I'm going to have to break this window to get you out of the vehicle. You said, nope, not getting out of my vehicle. And then he ends up having to break your window. So I don't understand what you mean you were not evading. I mean, if you feel as though you're not evading and you want a jury trial, you're welcome to have a jury trial.
I'm content with where we're at as far as
So why didn't the officer had pulled you over. He wanted your license, your insurance. Why didn't you remain there, give him all the information? What was going on with you? Were you using drugs? Were you intoxicated? What was going on? I'm trying to figure out so I can set appropriate conditions for your probation.
I didn't feel comfortable or safe with the officer. I understand that me driving away was not the best decision. It wasn't the correct decision. And I understand if there's ever a point that I don't feel safe around an officer, that's not the approach to take. I truly just did not feel safe with that officer.
All right, and if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you're going to get drug tested today.
I haven't smoked within the past 2 weeks, so it's going to be positive, I'm assuming, because I don't know how long it takes to get out of your system.
So the officer was right when he said he smelled marijuana in your vehicle. Now the next thing, do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do?
I'm a server
Where?
at Omiya. It's a sushi restaurant.
Oh, sushi. Do you make any of the sushi or you just serve?
I serve.
Okay. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 2 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's going to be regular random UAs. Let them know that they need to test for levels. After today, there's to be no driving until you present a valid driver's license and insurance to probation. There's going to be field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. Proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. There's to be 100 hours of community service restitution. How far did you go in school?
High school?
All right, what are you
Diploma.
planning on? What are you planning on doing with the rest of your life? What's your dream job?
A flight attendant.
All right. So there's 100 hours of community service restitution. If you become a flight attendant, your community service hours will be deemed satisfied. So you need to start making plans on how you can do that.
Thank
My
you.
understanding is you sometimes get free travel.
I have a question.
Yes.
I've applied to be a flight attendant with this current situation going on. I guess I know I probably should do my own research on it, but is
Yes.
this something that, like, after the deferred probation happens?
Well, what I can tell you is this is on your record. You need to discuss with your attorney, perhaps about non-disclosures or whether or not it can be removed from your record, expungements. Okay?
Okay.
Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
And just so I understand, the 100 hours, if I become a flight attendant, I don't do them, or I still
Yes.
have to do them?
No, if you complete that, you're off to the friendly skies.
So,
That's much
So,
better, Judge.
Otherwise, you can do the 100 hours. They usually will put you in the sun picking up paper.
is the 100 hour, or do I have like the 2 years to figure out to become a flight attendant? Is that what-
Yes.
Okay.
All right, is there anything else?
Just one last thing, Your Honor. In discussions with the state is not going to, I just want to place it on the record, the state is not going to oppose an early termination application if we should so apply.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank
Your
you.
Honor.
All right, did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. If there is some issues you have, or you're confused about anything, let your probation officer know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court.
Okay. Am I able to give them the car insurance and the ID today?
You'll speak to probation and they will let you know.
Okay.
All right, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Your Honor,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much. I appreciate you.
All
I
right,
appreciate
you. Have a good one.
You as well, Judge.
All righty.
She really looked Judge Boyd in the eye and said she pulled over, and I just sat there thinking, no, you didn't, and you could see it all over Judge Boyd's face because she wasn't buying that nonsense for a second. The way she shut it down was perfect, reminding her they literally had to break her window the next time police caught up with her, and I'm honestly so tired of people hiding behind that "I didn't feel safe" excuse when the truth is they just don't want to deal with the consequences of their own choices. I get being scared during a traffic stop, but fear doesn't make you floor it. If anything, you'd freeze, but Judge Boyd handled this like a pro, staying firm, calm, and clearly done with the theatrics. Honestly, I wouldn't want her as my flight attendant either. What happens if she doesn't feel safe around the pilot? Does she open the emergency exit midair? I don't think she learned a single thing from this, and that's what really bothers me. So let me know what you think. Was this fear, or just someone refusing to take responsibility? Thanks so much for watching, guys.